They excel in high school, and then they're in college. They excel in college, and now they're in the National Football League. And Suzy, to your point about the game being faster, umpteen rookies said that during my career. Amy, the game is so much faster. The game is so much faster. That's not just hyperbole. It's true. And the other thing people forget is how young these kids are when you're drafting them. We drafted a number of players. They weren't even 21 yet. I know, they turned 21 shortly thereafter, but they're young. They're now in the National Football League. Some of them are drafted to locations in which they don't want to live. They don't want to move from their families. There's a lot going on in their lives. And to the point you both are making, you need to have the right infrastructure. And I'm going to throw out Sam Darnold as an example. He's on his 4th team, and we're seeing more from him now than we did in any of the other stops.
But Amy, you know, when we look at these quarterbacks, and the reason why I thought Jaden Daniels and Caleb were going to be good right away, and Bo Nix, is because they had played for 2 different high-profile teams in college, and they had played in big-time conferences. So you had Jaden when he was at Arizona State and then goes to LSU. Caleb, Oklahoma, then USC. Bo was at Auburn, then he goes to Oregon. So you're already 22, 23, maybe 24 when you're coming out. You're also getting money. You're already a professional. And I thought the transition was going to be a whole lot easier for these guys. And I think it has been for Jaden. Bo has shown signs, and Drake May has really come along quite well. And J.J. McCarthy probably would have played well, alongside these guys. I just think Caleb, the expectation level is crazy for him. In Chicago, really unrealistic. They thought they had their Jordan Love. Well, Jordan Love sat for how many years behind Aaron? You want him to be the best quarterback in franchise history, and you want him to do it his first year there. It's just not, it doesn't happen that way. And we talk about how fast the game is. In college, you don't have to throw anybody open. These, they're playing at programs where you're playing against, Texas Tech, and you go, oh, that guy's open, and that guy's open, and that guy's open. In the NFL, it's, that guy's, no, he's not open anymore. That guy, no, he's not. You're throwing guys open, and they're a half a second slow instead of a half a second quicker. The anticipation is what they talk about, that you learn, hey, that guy hadn't even turned around, I'm throwing the football. And, that they never had to do that in college.
And you raised such a good point about being able to sit a quarterback, and you referenced Aaron and Jordan Love. Well, how about Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett for all those years? And when we passed the new collective bargaining agreement, well, it was new at the time we passed it when I was in the league. It's the same CBA now. It's been extended time and time again. But when that agreement initially passed, the first thing many of us said to one another is, under this collective bargaining agreement, you're not going to be able to sit players like you were in the past because of the way free agency changed, because of the way that. Well, and so you used to be able to sit a player like Aaron Rodgers for a lot of years. You can't under the new, and I keep calling it new because it was new when I was there and we enacted it. But this CBA does not allow a team to sit a player as long as you used to be able to do so.
I hate that,
it used to be, but you got paid. Remember when these guys were getting $40-50 million coming out of college? They hadn't proven themselves. So you had to play them because you're paying them all this money. At least they're coming out now and they don't strap you with the salary cap. If anything, it's a benefit to be able to build your team around these quarterbacks because you don't have to pay them $50 million up front.
I hear you. I signed the paychecks.
the financial, or fiscal responsibility is now back to really where it should be. Let me pay you on merit. But so I don't know. It feels like Caleb, it's going to be tougher for him than he thought it was going to be. Because when you watch him at Oklahoma, first time I saw him play it, I go, oh my God, he has to be the starter. And then he goes to USC. Okay, no defense. You got to score all the time. He's able to freelance. You just can't do that. I think we get caught up in, man, Mahomes does it. Oh, he's Mahomesian. No. There's one Patrick Mahomes. And Mahomes is really very economical when he does run. He doesn't. He's not a runner. I think he's an opportunist. And I'll take 7 yards. I'll dance down the sidelines. Whatever it is, Lamar's a runner. Kyler is a runner. Jalen Hurts is a runner. Caleb isn't a runner. He should be an opportunist. And that is, take it. If it's there, and if it's not there, then you know what? You eat a shit sandwich. But that's it. You can't be trying to do it because you're in the backyard. And this is the way I used to do it at USC. It's just not going to work here.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.